Our hero, and we're so proud of him.
A Utah Marine dies on the deadliest day in Iraq since the war began. And there is an unbelievable aspect to the story you will only see on Fox 13 News.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
This is Fox 13 News at 9.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Evans. Hope is on assignment tonight. Tragic news for the family of a Utah Marine. First on Fox, 24-year-old Matthew Smith of West Valley City was one of 31 soldiers killed in a helicopter crash in the Iraqi desert yesterday. Fox 13's Sue Thompson is near the family's home in West Valley City.
Bob, it has only been a little more than a day since the family of Corporal Matthew Smith learned that their son died in that crash. He had just finished up a mission in Fallujah and had been assigned to help out with the Iraqi elections this coming Sunday. But now instead, his family will be planning his funeral.
He's my boy. My other boys.
Colleen Parkin adores her son Matthew. And when the Marine went to Iraq last October, like any mom, she worried.
He told me he prayed for me. Mosie's mom, I pray for you every night that you'll have peace of mind, that I'm fine.
But Wednesday, his family got word Matthew would not be coming home.
And I just knew, and she says, come home now. And after hearing about the helicopter accident, I just knew.
The West Valley Marine was killed when his transport chopper, similar to this one, crashed in the desert during a sandstorm.
I just didn't know what to think, didn't know how to feel.
Gary Smith says his son was ambitious. He graduated early from Kearns High so he could join the Marines.
He liked the challenge. Anything he had to push extra to make it hard for him. That's what he liked.
In his 4 years as a Marine, Matthew served in the Philippines, Japan, and Korea. But Iraq was his most dangerous mission. He was scheduled to return home in April.
He died as our hero, and we're so proud of him. We're proud because he was proud. He loved his country.
Colleen said she spoke by phone with her son just days before the crash, and she did not know she would be saying her last goodbye.
I'm proud of him, but I just wanted to put my arms around him and let him know everything was going to be okay.
His family says Matthew was proud to be a Marine, even more proud to serve his country.
The one thing that I would like people to remember about Matt is that he died a hero. My hero.
Matthew's family says his body will be flown back to Utah from Iraq within the next week or so, and they say in the next couple of days they will start making those funeral arrangements for their son. Live tonight in West Valley, Sue Thompson, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Corporal Smith's family has set up a fund not for themselves, but for Matthew's best friend, another Utah Marine by the name of Brian Johnston. Today, in an unusual twist, the two families shared their grief for the first time. Fox 13's Sandy Riescraft has more of that part of the story.
Bob, Vera Herron is just one military mom who's asking the question tonight, can this war possibly get any worse? As we first told you, her 24-year-old son Brian lost an arm and a leg in fierce battle. Her 21-year-old son Kevin is still on the front line. Today, even more bad news as we were at Vera Herron's home, hoping to bring her some relief.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
When Vera Herron learned her son, Marine Corporal Brian Johnston, just lost his best friend, Matt Smith, she too was devastated. Vera immediately spoke to Matt's mom.
I am so sorry to hear about Matt. This is just going to absolutely crush Brian when he finds out.
Brian lost his arm and a leg in battle. Now his best friend is gone, killed along with Brian's entire Marine Charlie company. All dead from Wednesday's chopper crash, a helicopter Brian would have been on.
I don't know if he hears that his friends have been killed. I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to hold it together.
And there's something else Brian will soon find out. His brother Kevin was one of the first Marines to respond to the chopper crash.
For me to think about my Kevin going in and pulling those bodies out, knowing that they were from Brian's unit, will just be an absolutely horrible experience for him.
Vera's pain seems never-ending these days. After her first visit to see Brian at Walter Reed Hospital, someone stole her Purple Heart and $2,000 cash. They stole it out of her suitcase as she was flying home to Utah.
Oh, my goodness.
But amidst the grief, there was good news. Today, Utahns stepped up to replace Vera's stolen money. A local business wrote her a check for $1,400, and Operation We Love Our Soldiers donated $600.
I know that there's no amount of money that can compensate for your son's sacrifice and service to our country. I just want you to know that you have my undying gratitude and appreciation and love. And I hope that this helps.
Thank you so much. I mean, I am so grateful, and believe me, the money will be put to good use. I mean, at least now, if Brian needs something, I will be able to get it for him.
And as her son recovers, Vera says Brian just wants simple things like a meal from McDonald's, and he will get a few of those now. More importantly, Vera spoke with Brian at Walter Reed this afternoon. He is aware of his company's loss and his best friend's death. Brian hopes the military will allow him to fly back to Utah for Matt's funeral, hopefully within the next couple of weeks.
Boy, this is a sad and amazing story.
It's a tough one, Bob.
Now, what about the Purple Heart? Can that ever be replaced?
Well, this is a special Purple Heart that's given to the parents of war casualties. So the Marine Corps has told Vera that she will get a new Purple Heart. They're working on that, and hopefully, again, she'll have one very soon. But she's not going to find comfort in this war anytime soon. With the elections in Iraq coming up on Sunday, Vera says now more than ever she fears for Kevin's safety, and everyone else is over there. You can't blame her.
Well, we're all praying for her and for Kevin.
We are, yeah.
Sandy, thank you. Now, Vera Heron would like to thank the group We Love Our Soldiers and Impact Processing for replacing her stolen money. Meanwhile, as we mentioned, there is a fund set up for Brian Johnston. Donations are being taken at any Wells Fargo bank under the Corporal Matthew Smith Fund. It benefits the recovery of Corporal Brian Johnston. In other news, the owner of Solitude Ski Resort is facing negligent homicide charges.
With U.S. Marines serving as pallbearers, the body of Corporal Matthew Smith arrives home from Iraq.
I knew my boy was there. I could feel his heart was mine. It meant a lot.
His family in tears watch as their son and brother is loaded into this hearse. This West Valley Marine was killed last week along with 30 other soldiers. Their chopper crashed in a sandstorm in western Iraq.
This is the reality. He's striking home now. You know, he's here, and but it's going to be the hardest night so far.
Smith was just 24 years old, and had he lived, he would have helped secure the peace Sunday as Iraqis turned out to vote.
He was part of the freedom for those people, and that's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted to hear how great the elections went out.
His family says Smith had hoped to return home, become a firefighter, buy land, and then build his own home. Dreams he will now never fulfill because serving his country came first.
We're just so proud to have Matthew home. We feel that he's a hero. He's our hero. And he fought well, and he died honorably.